Alrighty, welcome in. In this video, we're going over the 2024 e-commerce Black Friday and Cyber Monday guide for email marketing. Email marketing specifically because it's the key to all of your Black Friday work. You can see this example for a client of ours, $615,000, 57% of the total revenue just came from email. And this was in the month of November. So we're going to be going over how to print. Sorry if the setup is weird and the lighting's weird. I'm in Airbnb. I'm traveling right now. But again, this is how to have Novembers like these, the ones that absolutely demolish your prior records. So Q4 obviously is everything. If you're in e-commerce, you understand it. Pretty much the whole year leads up to November. And if you screw it up, your year's kind of screwed. If you have a disappointing Q4, you have a disappointing year. It's right at the end of the year, and you go in with bad vibes. So you better get it right. That's the key. You better get your Q4 right. That's what everybody's purchasing. So what's inside this doc? We're going to be going over the key to a successful Q4, how to properly set yourself up for record-breaking numbers, which is the most important part, Black Friday tips and strategies, recommended offers to run, recommended schedule, when you should be sending your emails, how many times, yada, yada, yada. And then bonus, giving you the exact custom Black Friday, Cyber Monday flow strategy outline that we use to add up to 50% more revenue. So let us get into it. That's me. If you want my social media links, there they are. Okay, so the thing we need to understand here is that your work in Q3 is what determines your Q4. I got this awesome Benjamin Franklin quote, which happens to be the dude on the $100 bill for money. By failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. And he's on the $100 bill, so you should listen to him. But your work in Q3, if you don't do anything in Q3, you're going to have a terrible Q4. So this is the key. It is just literally your preparation. So let's talk about ads. You're likely going to be spending a shit ton on ads, as you should. But so will your competition and everybody else competing for ad spots. And it's an election year. So ads are just getting driven up because these people are spending a ton of money as well. So I'm anticipating unusually high ad prices this year. Like a lot more than prior years for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And you should prepare for that too. Prepare for the worst. And so that's kind of what I expect. And so what this leads us to is to dial in email. Email is the backbone of your brand. It is the quickest, cheapest, and easiest access to your customer base. You just click a button, boom, costs pennies. And it's to people who already know, like, and trust you. That's the difference. Relying on ads can result in sexy revenue numbers, but very disappointing profit numbers is kind of what I'm trying to say. Rising ad prices in Q4, plus increased discounts from what you're going to be sending in Q4 for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's just less profit. So you get cool revenue numbers, but you're not taking anything home. Email is where you regain all your profit since it is so cheap. So again, lead up to Q3 is greater than Q4. That's supposed to be Q3. How unprofessional of me. But these are the three keys for Q4 email success. Number one, email deliverability. Number two, the size of your active email audience. Number three, how primed your customer is to purchase. Those are the three keys and the things we want to focus on in Q3. So starting with deliverability. What is deliverability? Inbox providers want to improve the experience of their customers by only showing them emails they want to see. So that's pretty much the basis of what deliverability is. And that's why they have these different tabs: primary, promotions, and then spam. So what your deliverability is it's essentially your domain and your IPs sending, like credit score. Do you have good credit? Do people open your emails a lot and you're a reputable sender and Gmail likes you? Awesome, you're going to land in the primary tab. If you have a bad credit score, nobody opens your emails, nobody clicks on them, you just continue to show that you're not a reputable sender, you're going to land in spam or you're going to land in the promotions tab. So that's essentially what it is. So we want to build a good credit score. And just like credit scores in real life, it takes time to build up. And so we need to get to that point. And so if we want good deliverability in Q4, we have to focus on it in Q3. So join my free daily newsletter. By the way, really good stuff. Actionable free tips and guides. Starts daily. So, importance of your Q4 deliverability. Throughout the year, you want to keep your email list very tight and only send to active list users. Besides like larger events where you open up the list. But like for me and my clients, I only send to literally 90-day or 120-day engaged lists. Like there's no reason to send to people who aren't opening your emails. You're just ruining your reputation. So typically that's what we do. However, in Q4 and Black Friday, we want to be opening up our emails to send to the whole entire list to get the most revenue absolutely possible, even people who might be like a big risk. What this means is we're going to be sending emails to high-risk, unengaged profiles. So as a result, we're just inevitably going to be hurting our sender reputation, and that's a risk we're willing to take. Those who already have a fragile sender reputation are going to be going straight to the spam folder. when you're sending to these high-risk people, you're getting worse open rates, you're just going to go straight to spam. However, those who have a strong reputation that they've built up in Q3 and Q2 will be able to stay in the inbox throughout Black Friday and have a significant edge over their competitors. If the spam folder is absolutely loaded and then there's barely any brands in the main inbox, that is how you stand out. So super important to dial in your deliverability. So stop sending to your whole list now. Just lock it down. Don't do anything too experimental with your list. Your Q4 will suffer because of it. Stop. Only send to a 30 to 90 day engaged segment and ensure you're getting 50% plus opens. So slowly build your reputation, give you trust points in the eyes of Google. If you are lower than 50% opens, then you want to tighten your list even more. Do a 14-day engaged list if you have to. But this is just a formula for just creating your engaged list. It's super simple. This is the segment in Klaviyo. Opened email at least once in the last 60 days or clicked email at least once in the last 60 days. Sometimes Klaviyo misses opens when somebody clicks. And then if someone can or cannot receive email marketing, they can't receive email marketing because they haven't. That'll take out people who have unsubscribed, people who have bounced, suppressed, all that good stuff. So that's literally it. Just send to that list for your campaigns from now on. Don't worry about the other people. We'll get them in Q4, okay? And then what we want to do is we want to send multiple times a week. It seems counterintuitive, but to improve your reputation to send more, but you need to do that to continue to build more trust points. You want to be sure you're sending multiple times a week because every single time you're going to boost your reputation. So would you rather send once a week and get 1 bump per week or send 3 times a week and get 3 bumps to your reputation a week? Especially if you have bad deliverability right now, you need to be sending 3. You need volume and consistency to look like a reputable sender to Google. If you get 60% opens and 5% clicks on one campaign, that won't do anything. That's like eating a salad for one meal and thinking you're healthy and you're going to lose like 50 pounds. That's just one thing. It doesn't matter. You need to consistently do that. And also, one of the main things that not a lot of people realize with deliverability is you need to be sending consistently to stay a reputable sender. If you send an email and then for 4 months you don't send a single email, and then all of a sudden you're sending thousands of emails a day, like for Black Friday, that's going to look at like spam in the eyes of Google. Like, what is this domain? They weren't sending anything for forever. Now they're trying to send tens of thousands. Like, that's an instant way to spam. You need to be consistent. You need to stay with a strong reputation. And so just be consistent. Send multiple times a week to your engaged list. You want to really build your community strength with your educational non-discount campaigns. So for Q4, if we're sending all these emails leading up to Q4, we want to make them non-discount campaigns and to boost our reputation. And then we also want to build our community so that for Q4, they're very passionate and primed to purchase. And then we're also building up the amount of active people in our email list. So this is super important. So we do that by giving them value, giving them fun content, and giving them dopamine-releasing email designs and copy, and we put in the work now in Q3 to cash in on Q4. So here are 29 non-discount email ideas if you want them. Just make your emails quick, super digestible, literally less than 100 words. Like, people sound shocked when I say that, but your email shouldn't be more than 100 words because people don't like to read. People like to scroll TikTok. You need to keep things as simple as possible. I have a really good video tutorial on this. It's 54 minutes on non-discount email strategies with a shit ton of examples. Highly recommend you watch this if you don't know what to send. You're like 3 times a week. I make it super easy for you in this video. So those are the points because those were like the main points for building up the trust and reputation, deliverability. Now we also want to avoid big sales leading up to November. I would highly recommend cooling down leading up to a massive Black Friday. You can do like small stuff, but we want our list to be hungry for a deal. I'd recommend your last sale before Q4 being back to school or Labor Day, and then just chill. If you want to do something Halloween, just like a quick small Halloween one, you can. I'd try to kind of avoid that and do a branding play on Halloween. But yeah, avoid those big sales. So those are the points. Those are going to, that's how to set yourself up for successful Q4. So we want to improve our deliverability. We want to prime our customers for purchase by not sending discounts and then sending them a ton of educational campaigns. And we want to do this consistently so that we build up the active people on our email list. And of course, make sure you're running pop-up forms right now, building up the people on your email list so you have more people to sell to on your email list in Q4. So now let's get into Black Friday tips and strategies. Let's get tactical here. So Black Friday is no longer just Black Friday. Everybody's trying to be the first to Black Friday, resulting in people starting their sales like 2 to 3 weeks before the actual day. It's turning into just like Black Friday month. So I wouldn't recommend this too much, as it's going to downplay like your main offer for Black Friday, and people just aren't quite ready to buy that early. There's no holiday spirit quite yet. When you're trying to sell people stuff in October, there's no like Christmas spirit. That's when I want like buy stuff, because I procrastinate. And so like once I get on Thanksgiving and like I'm with family, then it's like, okay, I should start like buying stuff. And then Black Friday's right there. Perfect timing. So you do want to educate on Black Friday early. So you don't want to send your Black Friday stuff too early. You don't want to send your sales too early, but you want to educate early so that people know that you're going to be running a large offer, and you can kind of like hype it up and get them thinking in the back of their head that there's going to be something that they should check out. So running an early access deal is good, but I wouldn't start more than 1 week before Black Friday just because of timing, and I just haven't seen stuff that's too early perform too well. So get your offers in your calendar now. Like sit down, take a day to actually think, what do you want to run, and figure that out now so you can properly prepare and make plans accordingly. So these are lists of like different offers that you can do, discount offers and bundle deals. So you could have obviously like site-wide discounts, a flat percentage on discounts on all products. You can do product specific. So this one can be good for marketing, because if you have one that you're doing like 60% off, you could say frame as like up to 60% off, and like most things are like 20%, 30%, and just have different deals and encourage browsing. That's the other good thing. It gets people looking on the site, gets them browsing a ton of stuff. So this is one of my favorites to run. You have tiered discounts, so increase the discount based on the amount of spend. So like 10% off $50, orders above $50, 20% off orders above $100, yada, yada, yada. You can do that as well to encourage people to spend more and get a higher discount. And one thing you can also do is like alternating flash sales, which is a fun one, which we've seen some success with, like having different sales on different items in the store, like every day of the week, for like Black Friday week. Limited time discounts on select products or categories. Changing every few hours would be a bit much. I'd say every few days. And then you have bundle deals. So like buy one, get one free, offer free item with the purchase of another, or like product bundles. So create like special bundles with like a massive discounted price, and then you could have that be your offer, like a skincare set, tech bundle, all that good stuff. Moving on, mix up your offers, but not too much. You don't just want to run 20% off for the whole season for like early access, Black Friday, and then Cyber Monday, the same thing. You want to change it up this way that you can have urgency on your offers. You can get more urgency. You can keep your list excited for what's coming next. So like, for example, if you're doing one thing for early access, then another thing for Black Friday, and another thing for Cyber Monday, you get 3 urgency periods there. So for early access, you can say, absolute last chance, yeah, you're never going to have this again. So then you can get a ton of sales squeezed out there. And then the same thing for Black Friday, and then the same thing for Cyber Monday, whereas you can't really do that if you're just doing the same offer the whole time. So you don't want to be too confusing and overwhelm the customer. That's the other thing. I see a lot of people try to get so fancy with their Black Friday and Cyber Monday that it becomes counterintuitive. They spend all this time doing all this stuff, trying to like do some crazy offers, but then they just confuse their customer, and then they're like, what is this? I'm just going to go to the other store. And so keep it simple. So I'd stay away from like new deals and discounts every single day, because that'll confuse them, and they may just go to a competitor. Plus, if you give a different offer every day, people might not buy, because they'll be like, I'll just wait and see what tomorrow's is. If you have like the 13 days, what's that Christmas thing? 13 days of Christmas, something like that. And some brands do that with like, it's a new thing every day. It's cool. It's a lot of work. But the thing is, like, people will always be like, I'll just wait until tomorrow, see what offer it is tomorrow. So make sure you're mixing them up. I'd say just different one for early access, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, and then go from there. What's very underrated is a product release. And that's something that you can only do if you start prepping now. So everybody just runs sales for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. One way to stand out is by releasing a new limited edition product. That's something that's super cool and makes your Black Friday so much more important and gets people buying that and other stuff on your store. So the brand below dropped a variant off their bestseller and then ran a massive offer on it. Absolutely smashed. Absolutely smashed. It's a nice bonus to Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And again, helps you stand out for everybody doing the basic, like 20% off the site. it lets you be like, we're doing 20% off the site, and we just dropped this new whatever it is, like something based off a popular item. Just brings you more attention, which really is super good. But most just don't do this because it takes a lot of time to prep to have a new product release for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because most people aren't doing Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff until October. That's just not enough time to get a new product release. However, if you're watching this, that means you can start today. I'm releasing this on July 12th, so that gives you a lot of time. So you should do that 100% if you can get a new product release going. So this is a recommended timeline for how I like to run my Black Friday, Cyber Monday, to keep it simple, to make sure that we're sending enough and keep it simple enough to where people can shop. So November 2024, this is what it looks like, and then here's December as well. So I like to do early access Black Friday and then Cyber Monday, and then frame early access as something like Black Friday. A lot of things are going to go out of stock. You can shop items with this early access deal for guaranteed whatever, and avoid like the holiday shipping fiascos. Avoid getting like your stuff messed up by USPS. By ordering today, you get early access, everything ships before, all that good stuff, and so that can perform really well. But starting off in the lead up, I just like to focus these weeks, not every single email. Maybe you could have a slice at the bottom of each email or something that's teasing the deal, being like something big is coming for Black Friday, and then you also want to include gift guides, talk about how these items are perfect for gifts. And so that's going to like prime people in the back of their mind, like, oh yeah, I could get this thing for someone. And then they're thinking about it, and then Black Friday comes along and they're like, okay, yeah, I'll get it for them. This would be a good gift. And so just continue to tease deals. Make sure that you're teasing. Black Friday is going to be freaking huge. Even like the day before, I'd recommend that. So I recommend starting a week before on this Friday through the weekend. Do your early access deal, whatever it is. Slightly less offer than like your main Black Friday offer, but you can frame it as something as get guaranteed shipment or get guaranteed access to bestsellers, whatever it may be. I like to run this for a few days, and then you can run it. I'd run it all the way through Thanksgiving, but 27 and 28, I like to make emails that are really focused on Black Friday and really hyping things up. So something like a text-based email from the founder being like, yo, you guys have no idea what's coming. This is going to be massive. Make sure that you pick everything that you want, yada, yada, yada. You can send a Thanksgiving, thank you so much for being a part of our community. Send a Thanksgiving type email to show your thanks, and then we get to Black Friday. I don't like to have Black Friday too long. I like to have a ton of urgency. So 29th, 30th, and the 1st. My birthday is on the 29th this year, which is going to be quite unfortunate that it is on Black Friday. So as someone in e-commerce, it's probably one of the worst days. It's going to be so busy. But happy birthday to me, early birthday. And then we go straight into Cyber Monday and do that for 3 days. Some people change it into like Cyber Week, but at that point, it's kind of overkill. People are sick and tired of 2 weeks of deals. So this is what I'd recommend. This is like the timeline, and of course you can fit in emails and SMS however you want here, but definitely you're going to want to be sending a lot. And when I show all this, these are emails every single day. Like, we're sending every single day here, and then sometimes 2x and 3x a day. Yes, we're sending a crap ton of volume. Every brand on the face of the earth will be sending emails. So we need to understand. Every brand, they all lead up to Black Friday. And so an hour after like you send an email on Black Friday, your email is going to be buried because all the other brands are sending. And you're probably not going to be seen by anyone who didn't open already in the first hour. So on big days like Black Friday, would recommend sending 2x, 3x in one day just to be sure that like you're staying top of the inbox and people are actually seeing your emails. So don't be afraid to do that. It performs a lot better. So like you could do one email here, one email, one email, one email, one email, one, and then you could do like 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. That's probably the cadence that I'm going to end up going with for my brands. The 7 and 8 figure brands that I work with, it's probably going to be something along those lines. So don't be afraid to do that. And then one thing that we also want to do is we want to resend emails to non-openers. So kind of like what I said there, your emails are going to get buried, and so we want to resend the emails to anybody who didn't open. If it's an important email like Black Friday launch, maybe you're only sending one email, you only have the bandwidth to do one email on Black Friday, then you can send your email at 10 a.m. and then send a follow-up email at like 4 p.m. just resend that email, but just send it to people who didn't open, just to make sure that they saw it. So this will help you if you're worried about spamming your customers too much. So I'll let this play. So say we have this campaign here. All you have to do is you go to list and segments. What we're doing is we're creating a segment, which is just anybody who received that email that I referred to. So say that's your Black Friday #1 email. We're just creating a list of people who received that but didn't open. So here I am just creating the segment, naming it non-openers of that email. You just want to do received email at least once over all time, and then you add a filter, and you say where campaign name equals whatever the name of the campaign is. And then boom, that's going to show anybody who received that email, who did the email go to. And then now we want to do people who didn't open that email. So now we're doing opened email 0 times over all time, where the campaign name equals whatever the campaign name is. So we do that, and then we're all set, and then we create the segment, and then it's going to spit out however many people there are. Let's see. Not too important, because you guys can just trust me in that this worked. Here we go. It's loading. And it looks like there were 28,000 people. So it was sent to like 50,000 people, and 28,000 received it but didn't open. And so then you could just resend the email to that list, whatever you named it. So make sure to do that. Highly recommend that. Also, one of the big keys that we want to do to save time and improve our conversions is use text-based emails. Because for one, text-based emails absolutely crush it, because they're so simple. They're personal. It seems like it's a friend reaching out to you, and they help you stand out because everybody's focused on design, and it's from the founder, so it feels more personal while everybody's doing like the crazy branded stuff. And it just works so well. Like if you look at this example, these absolutely crush it. Corbin from Breeze. There's not like a lot to distract people. The buttons are clear and easy to see. These just perform so well. And so what these are also going to do is take strain off your design team and allow you to send 2x to 3x a day, no problem. So usually, like on those busy days, we'll send at least one of them as text-based and a couple throughout the week that are text-based, just to keep things simple and allow us to be able to send this much. And so highly recommend use your text-based emails, and don't be afraid to send like multiple. Send them from the founder, send them from the brand themselves, send them from like other characters. You're more than welcome to do that. Just do this. It'll help you get all your sends out. And the other thing we want to do, it's very important, is we want to update our flows. So we're going to want to update which are the automated emails, like the welcome flow, cart abandon, browse abandon, all that good stuff, post-purchase stuff. It's kind of stupid if you have a cart abandon flow that lasts like 2 weeks and you have that live for like Black Friday, which only lasts 3 days. So you're going to want to update your flows to have your tighter time frames and specific to your offer. So rather than waiting like 2 weeks to have somebody go through a cart abandon flow, if somebody abandons their cart on Black Friday, they're probably shopping around to check out other stores. So we want to remind them right away. So we want to send our emails like super fast. We want to send multiple emails a day. And this is going to have a massive effect on conversions. So just use, I'd say, 3 to 4 emails per abandonment flow, and then like welcome flow. Then have them separated by a few hours just for extreme urgency in case somebody is on like the last day of Black Friday. We want to still remind them multiple times. So do not worry about being spammy. If that's what you're thinking, Black Friday is the only time of the year where you can get away with being scammy. People don't view it as scammy or spammy. People don't view it that way. They know it's Black Friday, and they have money to spend. So make sure that you don't be afraid to do it. So this genuinely should not be free. Use this Black Friday flow strategy to set up and have these set up. Prepare these weeks in advance so that you'll be good to go. But essentially what we want to do is we have a welcome flow, website abandon. So anybody who goes on the website, they don't view an item at all. They just like go to the website and they leave. And then we have browse abandon flow. Somebody views an item. They physically look at that item's PDP page. And then cart and checkout abandon flow. And then we have the post-purchase flow. So these are what you want to set up. You can see like the welcome flow. We're going to have a custom pop-up as well, just with the access to the Black Friday offer. We frame it as that. Get access to up to 60% off, even though they can have it on the site, but these do really well. They get people on your email list and allows you to send them like abandonment emails, all that good stuff. So I just like to do super simple discount explanation and then the best sellers. You say, welcome, here's what we're running for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, shop now, and then just list out best sellers. And then we have the website abandon flow. I like to wait like 45 minutes for this. You could cut it shorter if you want. Typically, like a non-Black Friday, I usually have this 2 to 4 hours, but right here we want to really cut it. We just want to mention the abandonment, being like, hey, we saw you checking us out, something like that. By the way, this is the best deal of the year. This isn't going to come again, yada, 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 whatever that is. And then we have the browse abandon flow. Somebody views an item and leaves. You want to wait 30 minutes for this first email, and then email 1, I like to do just like a nudge, discount info, wait 4 hours, urgency, best sale of the year, plus like recommended items, and then show their item again, and then wait 24 hours to be like gone forever, more urgency, last chance. And so that's what I do there. And then the cart and checkout abandon flow, kind of going to be similar. We're going to wait 20 minutes though, and we're going to nudge and then give the discount info again, talk about how it's the biggest deal, wait 4 hours, extreme urgency, get them to impulse purchase, and then a last chance 24 hours later. And then post-purchase flow, we want to send them an immediate thank you right off the bat, being like, thank you for participating in like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I know it's a crazy time of the year. By the way, you can still add to your order or say something like that, like place another order. I know your family needs, I know somebody would enjoy this as a gift, something like that, but you want to send that immediately. And this is going to be massive. This is one of like, this just performs so well, just immediate. Add to your order, get some more stuff. This is the best sale of the year. Why not stock up even more, something like that. And then you want to wait 12 hours or 24 hours, whatever you want, and then gift your friends and family for the holidays and just give an email just about, hey, you bought for yourself or you already bought one thing. Why don't you get some more? Why not? It's the best sale of the year. And so you want to change these slightly for early access Black Friday, and then you want to change it for Black Friday, and then you want to change it for Cyber Monday as well, slightly different, and then just have those prepared in Klaviyo ready to be turned on at the flip of a switch. So let's freaking print. This is what we are going to do Black Friday, Cyber Monday, over 600K. If you use these strategies, you are going to be able to do that through email. So that's it for this one. Thank you for checking this out. I hope you got some value for it. Make sure you're prepping today for your Black Friday, Cyber Monday, getting the most out of it. Make sure to join my free newsletter. Link is right here, inboxnewsletter.com/subscribe. Genuinely should be like $497. So if you want more help, let me know. But thank you so much for watching this video. Again, hope you got some value from it, and I'll see you in the next one.